We've got high hopes for this contest with these two. And here, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the great.
This bout is scheduled.
So they stare into each other's eyes. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. They exchange punches. Augustus is clipped. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do? Here we go for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. Incredible work rate. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. And there's the bell for round three. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. These two fighters are made for one another. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice exchange. Do you believe this? But Crawford just got knocked down. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
You're right, Tom.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at us. On the heels. Look at, it's not forget, there's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. Back at it in round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Beautiful counter punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus. Here's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. They're both trying for a knockout. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter. You missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with the left hook. A perfect counter lands. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Can they figure out the... Hold it right there! Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
There's a counter shot. Augustus is wobbly right now. It's some big trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Here we go, it's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchange here from both men. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel. And there's the bell for round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Those counter punches have to hurt. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? He threw a punch and just got countered. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.